Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm English Muffin, and today we're going to play some 2 Point Campus. So I was going to play this game. Again, I've already played this game before, but I fancied playing the DLC, and I don't know about you guys, but when you've not played a game for a while and they launch DLC, I like to go back a little bit and relive the game. So what I thought we'd do is we'd start a new game and we'll work our way through it together. So, shall we begin? Well, if that doesn't get excited to play, I don't know what will. So let's begin our journey. Mr. Albert Crank, our personal advisor, is here to help us through our journey through 2 Point County. So we're going to start with our first map, Freshly Meadow. So we'll try and go for 3 stars on everything, because that's more fun that way. But as we play through, if anyone's got any thoughts or ideas, do let me know, because you know it's always fun to try different things, and I don't want to build the exact same thing I've built before, so let's do it. Low expectations and a nice canal. Low expectations kind of sums me up fairly well. But yeah, let's try and make it the best we can.
A university is not something that one simply opens, like a savings account or a jar of pickles. Any self-respecting academic institution was doubtlessly opened long ago by dignified people who wore bowler hats and spoke via subtitle. The world is a creation of the past, and it is our job to keep it all going and try not to touch anything.
Okay, cool. So this is obviously going to be very tutorial level, but I've not played this game in a while, so probably a bit useful to go through it again. So very straightforward, so we're just doing scientography.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
Good to know.
Janitor required for groundskeeping.
So yeah, so obviously we'll do our camera training because I've never played a game before in my life. So I'll just do what it asks of me. Pan the camera, and then we will pitch the camera. There we go. Beautiful. Nailing it. Is this 3 stars? No. So plenty of time to go. So science lab. Yes, the way this game kind of works, if you've not played it, is you kind of have rooms, which each course has, and then every course kind of uses a lecture theatre as well. So we'll build this out, make it nice and big, because you do end up adding a lot of items to it, so obviously we've only got a few available at the minute, but as you progress through the level you get to add more and more to it, which again is pretty cool, because you can add lots of different things to different rooms, and it just kind of creates a good way to build, and so not every room has to look the same. So we'll pop that in there. I think that's everything. Oh no, we'll stick our science shelf, very descriptive for all the sciencey things that our scientographers will need. Yeah, okie dokie. Super. So now let's hire a teacher. So let's see who we get. Ginny can't speak. Ginny Bind or Tilly Thumper. Well, they're both the same. At least she's looking at the actual camera. In you go, love. Treat yourself. So what we'll do is we'll start the next year. I tend to play on double speed because I don't have the patience. If I'm honest, not gonna lie. Oh, we're not nervous at all there. Is it Albert? I feel like his name's Albert. We got this. Here they all come. Ready to get educated at 2 Point County's finest education company. I don't think it's a company, is it? We'll just say that. But yeah, so there's the canal they were talking about.
Starting in the science lab.
Okay, so they're having their first lesson, which is pretty cool, so we can watch them. And I think the attention to detail with some of this is great. I know some people maybe don't like the art style. I think it's great. And just the way they interact with the surrounding, I think it's great. I mean, if when I went to university we got to do stuff like this, it would be much more enjoyable. So the whole purpose in how you make money in this game is obviously through tuition, but as your students level up you get a bonus. So there you go, look, winner. So you make a standard profit, but then you get XP bonus, so every time each of your students level up you also get money as well, which is good because otherwise sometimes it gets very expensive in the later game. And obviously you start to need more rooms and more classes and more teachers, and it just becomes, you know, if you've played like 2 Point Hospital, it's very similar. It's a lot less stressful than if you've played 2 Point Hospital. That gets very stressful towards the end. I just couldn't deal with it. I've never actually completed that. I get towards the end, I'm like, no, I'm out. I'm done. Ciao, adios. So we need to say that some of our students aren't as happy, so we need to get more XP from them by just, you know, meeting those needs. So let's crack on with that. They're all a bit fumes. So we've got to build a dormitory and a bathroom. Now, luckily, not everybody needs to have the same, their own dormitory. They can share. I think it's like 8 per
on campus radio.
dormitory.
Up next,
Not that I'd be totally okay with sharing a room with, not just sharing a room, sharing a bed with 8 other people, but you know, each their own. There we go. Stick that there. Can we change the cover out? Yes, we can. So we want that nice and so it matches the bed. Lovely little desk there, so they can do all their extra homework that they probably won't do. Nice little poster above the bed. A lovely little notice board that they will put their timetables on, which they will inevitably be late for all their classes because they'll be hungover or just can't be bothered. So, yep, that's everything. Brilliant. So we also need to build a bathroom, but I'm probably not going to build the bathroom near the dormitory because obviously the staff will need to use it as well. So yeah, happy to share with a few friends. Like I said, that's what 8 people per room. So what we'll do is maybe stick the toilet down here. Get it right. Bathroom. And we'll do that. And then we'll pop the toilets in. Don't need too many because we've only got 10 or so people at the university at the moment. Don't want more toilets than people. 8 people have to share a bed, but you can all have your own toilet. What else do we need? So now we need some snack machines. Let's get to it. So we'll put our cheesy gubbins and our burp machine. What I'll do as well is I'll chuck them maybe a couple of tables. We could do the bin as well, because one thing you will quickly learn about this game is that they just throw rubbish everywhere. So that's that with that. But one thing you can do with that is that's probably wasn't the best place to sit and have a snack, but you know, as long as you don't mind the smell. So we'll get Victoria here. So she moves fast. So they all have little traits. You can see as you move through the game, you can train them up. I think with this one, we're probably going to go with this because it means Amber will fix things a bit faster. So we'll pop her in, and we're smashing it. So now we have our first proper goal, I think. Maybe, oh no, it's still a tutorial goal. So we have to get a science photography class with the grade C. This is what annoys me because they drop rubbish in. Is she gonna... Amber? No. Amber? Amber! Oh. She wasn't in the plan. I'll let her off. But you can come in here and you can pick this up. But what I might be able to do now is because... Yeah, we can stick a bin in here. But yeah, they're just dreadful for dropping stuff everywhere.
Lots of students struggle to get enough sleep.
I don't know
That's
where
why
it tells
Campus
you.
Radio's very own Maggie
No, I'm
Watmore
not sure.
has been trying out
Hopefully
the
we're doing
latest
this.
techniques to fit
I'm not
some
really sure how you
much-needed
can see
rest
what the whole
into a
class is
busy
doing. I can
schedule.
see individuals. So C, yeah. But I think they'll go up after the end of the class. Each class and lecture they take,
That's right.
they kind of go
I've
up.
been trying out power napping. The day's craze sweeping through campus
Ooh,
like that
moment of
fungus
truth.
in the showers. For those
Hey!
who don't know, power napping
Nailed it.
or turbo kipping.
Well done. Those
is a
students look
practice that
smarter
allows you to
already.
sleep
The
on
better they
spot,
do, the more money you'll
grabbing
have to
some
fund the
valuable rest
campus.
time
Who's
between
smart now?
classes. I think
Yes,
I
you receive
almost did it
tuition
for a
fees from all
moment,
students enrolled in
but
course
then I
of campus
realised
as
I
a
was
bonus. That's what you
45
said
minutes
earlier.
late for a lecture. But no, yeah, I actually feel really
So
well
student
rested.
needs. So let's see what they're after. So they need a library. So let's build a library. Kind of, crucial for. So what we'll maybe do is do it like that. Stick that there. Okie dokie. So what I'm going to do is just get rid of that. And I'm going to pick this up. Because we do still want them in there. That's like something we still want to make. Because again, I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but put bins everywhere. They just do not care. They will literally just throw rubbish wherever they find it. So, yeah. So what we'll do now is we'll put in some bookcases. And you can get specialised ones as you go along. But again, we're only a small university for now, so just a few bits are needed. And then we'll put in a couple of these. So just like workstations for them to do their assignments and all that fun stuff. Oh no, it's not going to fit. Can I? Oh. 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 Okay, come on. Come on. Ah, so close. Come on. Come on. No. No. God loves a tryer, but not happening. So maybe what we'll do is turn them this way. Just so they match and they all look. Yeah. Cool.
Showering is technically
Over a
but
tad.
not socially optional.
And then we're missing this one. Maybe do that. Oh, beautiful. Pop a little window at the end to let in that natural light. Maybe pop that there. And what you can do is do internal windows as well, which is pretty cool, which I think raises the room prestige. So let's pop the library in. There you go. Very small for now. So we pop that in. So we need an assistant, so they work like the rest of them. Ah, there you go. So this one's better at manning the library. So when they're in there, but been blindless standard. But when they're in there, they'll boost the score that they get from doing their work, which is amazing and massively helpful. There we go. So they all run in there now, and they'll do their course.
Janitor required in lecture theatre.
Oh, I think, yeah, we're good. And we've done it. So now we've got to make sure they get a B. Oh. So you can see, yeah, the profit you do struggle with profit. It gets, obviously as the university grows and you get more students, obviously it depends on which course they do. So you can do like very generalised courses which are quite low on tuition fees, but then you can do ones that you get paid a lot more for. So if I'm talking at you too much, just tell me to shut up. Most people do. Brill, so let's have a look. So
Now the story of an arts college with no paint in
do we
sight.
not?
Hugh.
So we've just got to hope they pass this with a B.
Yes, the students
Honestly,
at
it's
Pickpocket
never been so
Academy were
stressed in my
supposed
life.
to be taking a class in oil painting this year. But their funding allocation has shifted, and so too has the earth beneath the feet of their expectations.
Oh, having a
I was
scrap.
lucky enough to speak
Now,
to
now,
one
gentlemen.
student.
Yeah,
Ladies.
It's a bit of a shame, but it's all right. I'll just take the class next year.
A brave face on an
So let's have a... There we go. Brilliant. So they've managed to do
This
it.
is just another story of student funding.
So yeah, this is
crushing
just
the
kind of
hopes and
end of
indeed
tutorial
dreams
kind of thing.
of
So
some
obviously
fine
we will
art
work through it
students.
as we come
All
to
they
it.
wanted was some paint, but for now, the funding has dried up.
Kudosh. So what? Yeah,
And
Kudosh
with
is
it,
great. So that allows you to
your
unlock
own
more
paint
customization things, but also things for the campus that they need as well. So, oops, sorry. So if we go into here, unlock an item with Kudosh. So these are the stuff that you've not maybe done yet that you can unlock. What do we want? How much have we got?
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the
230.
toilet.
So there's loads and loads and loads of things. But this is just a corridor item, so if we went into here, I wonder if it'd let us do that, or maybe it just wants us to unlock something from here. I think it just wants us to unlock something here. So let's get a water cooler. So a water cooler is hydration, but it also helps them with the building relationships and things like that, which is pretty cool. Oh, look at this. All these new things. So, I think we just have to power through now. So we have to employ some more staff members and build a staff room. I'm not sure what other staff we need right now. But let's crack on anyway. We'll get the staff room built. Can I pick this up? I can. So what we'll maybe do is pop that there. I just don't like it being stranded in the middle of the room, personally. I'll say there's two doors there as well. Let's get rid of that. So we've got, so you'll notice down here we get things pop up all the time. So let's just, we get this every month to tell you how much you've earned. But we haven't got enough for this, so we have to reject it. So this is one of those things that helps build relationships. So you can build romantic relationships and you can build friendly relationships, and it's one of their needs, really. Let's just speed this up. But let's get cracking with that staff room. So the staff rooms don't need to be too big. So maybe we could squeeze it up here. Do a little 3x3 number. Pop that in there. Pigeonholes. I always find the staff can use these out and about, so I never really tend to put them in there. But they do sometimes need some recreation, so we'll pop the darts board in there.
Smell is you.
And maybe unlock, obviously we have to unlock the tea. And the snacks. Oh. And then the TV. So what you do is you pop that in there, and then they'll give the staff a lovely place to go and unwind after they finish teaching all the students. God, they're asking for all these, but I don't have the kudos for that kind of stuff. I don't have the facilities for that.
At Bungle, we
So,
know what young
yep,
people
got
want
the
in a
staff. So these are our objectives now.
Fun.
Get our staff happiness up, but again, they'll get happy when they're not doing, they're not teaching,
from Bungle.
basically.
The car that puts the
No, I don't have enough for that.
in freedom.
I'm sorry. So that's kind of free time, so hopefully Ginny's happiness should rise. As with Tarquin, they should be happy when they're not around students, basically. I mean, read into that as much as you'd like. Look, I put a bin in and they still just, well, you know, Amber's on the case. Amber's on the case. Good old goose. Good old goose. So we need to hire some more staff. So what we'll maybe do is hire, I don't know, maybe you could hire another lecturer ready for when the next year when we'll need another lecturer. So let's see if there's anybody of interest for us. Ludwig is one option, and Henry. So obviously we'd go for Henry because he's rapid and he doesn't have the negative traits, so we'll pop him in there. And if we just hire maybe another one of these guys. That could maybe help out. They don't have to have the library trait to work in the library. Like they don't need to have that. It just helps. But if we're going to start maybe getting other things, it'll give the assistants something to do. So we're still making a profit. Ah, we can do this one. So 25 kudos. So they want a love bench. Oh, how
Students are reminded
romantic.
that you don't
So
have to
maybe
ask
pop
to
two
go
of them.
to the toilet.
Up there, like that. Beautiful. And that increases their happiness. Oh wait, a weed infestation. But that should be something our old Amber should hopefully do. So yeah, so we see it makes a bit of profit because the staff wages have gone up. So obviously we've hired more staff, but we haven't got the more students. So that, you know, it's difficult. So we need to place more social items around. So that's like what this is. This is a social item, so like it develops friendship, and so do these. So how do we develop a best friendship? So does that develop a best friendship? Good friendships. No, so we need
Janitor required in
something for
bathroom.
best friends, and you can click on here to see what social things we've got. So actually, maybe that will do. Develop friendships. Oh, it's Giga Chums, yeah. So hopefully we can do this. So onwards. Yeah, we really need to end the year so we can get another set of students in. So we can get the money, get the tuition in, and we can start expanding more of the campus. Because poor old Amber here she's keeping the fort. You know, she's supporting the fort, but there's only so much she can do when they drop stuff everywhere.
The professor has now responded to the allegations, saying,
So see, the accommodation's really low. So what we could do is if we
strangest of places.
duplicate, we've got enough money.
So true,
If
Professor.
we copy the room,
In fact, I found all
pop
my
that
coursework
there,
on public transport.
what we should find now is, yeah, it goes up because there's now only 5 people assigned to it rather than 10. So I thought, oh, he's back. Sorry, I just saw him disappear. So the students are happy. We need a level 3 dormitory. Oh, I missed that one. So what level are we at the minute? Oh, sorry, we'll do that in a second. So it's the end of the year. So what at the end of each year you get awards and things. So everybody passed, which is great. No one dropped out. Thank God. Everyone continuing. There we go. We get a bit of extra bonus because everybody kind of passed. So you can win awards. And we won one of the awards. What a time to be alive. So that was our first year. I mean, it didn't go too bad. We definitely need some new students. That's of importance.
The yearly results are in. Wow. Didn't we do well?
So yeah, so we don't have to start the next year until we're ready, which is great. So we can just do what we need to do. So let's expand our range of courses. So we're going to add a new course. So we'll add this. So each year you get course points. Sorry, I should have said. And basically what that does is that lets you, increase the quality of your course, start new courses, all that kind of stuff. So this is our tuition fee. It lets you see what kind of people will be attending, so you know what kind of stuff you need. Tells you all the bits you're going to need eventually, and tells you the difficulty of the course, or all the course classes and things, which are always incredibly punny. Okay, so but what I'm going to do is, as far as I'm aware, please correct me if I'm wrong, is it's best to have 8 per year because that's how many fit in a lecture hall. So even if you put more seats, I don't think they do. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I tend to go for 8. So what we'll be doing is changing that to 8, and that's 8. Obviously, we'll still have 10 in the first year. But yeah, it says you down here what you're going to need and what the cost's going to be, which is really good. So it kind of shows you what you need really, which is really helpful. But that doesn't include like the dorms and all the other creature comforts that they're going to need as well. So let's confirm that.
Enjoy your summer.
So what we need to do, I'm going to build another one of these because we're going to have an influx of more students. And I just think it's helpful to have those. So Whereas we've got this for the scientography, for virtual normality we need sorry, it's just telling us we need to extend the lamp, but we'll do that in a minute. Yeah, so what we need to do is build a new academic room, which would be the VR lab. So let's maybe build it up here. I mean, you can always go by the minimum, but I always try and do one more, like I said, just because the amount of stuff you end up having to put in these rooms can be a bit challenging if you've kind of gone for the minimalist kind of vibe. So we'll put in here everything that we need. You know, one of everything, just to start us off. Can't forget the bin, we all love a bin. And the plant, you can change the plant pot, but circle works for me.
The summer is a good time to relax.
What we need to do is just move this. I think maybe we put some bigger windows in here. Sorry, I like everything to be perfectly even, because that's the kind of person I am. So we'll pop that there, and then we need a virtual normality teacher. So you can see here that was scientography, so this is... So that's Derek. So, yeah, again, he's perfect fine. He's not dropping rubbish everywhere, which is always a win. So we'll pop him in. So that now means we've got everything we need to start, because basically they can, both the classes, even first year and second year and the first year, can all use the exact same lecture theatre, and luckily it sorts that out for you automatically. But it's asking us to select a plot, so we'll select this one. So this works very similar to 2 Point Hospital again, where you have to expand your land.
The campus grounds are not a toilet.
And again, what's great with this game is you're not stuck with the building it gives you. You can edit, you can build, you can grow it, you can delete it, and you don't have to have it empty. You can have it empty and you can have it with buildings. So again, I think that's pretty cool. That extra bit of customization. So we'll wait for this to come on and see if we get any further goals before we start the new year. And let's tell you what. Do you know what, Amber? Let's get you some help, because it is rapid. That's brilliant. So we'll get... Oh, sorry, I forgot your name. Mac and Amber are on it. There we go, and we've got our new campus building. So as you'll see, it slowly builds. We get the funny noise, and we're done. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so it's just telling us to double check that we've done all our resources for the year to make sure we can accommodate everyone. But I think before we jump into the second year, we'll maybe leave it here. So thanks guys for watching, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode where we'll start with our second year. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.